Hello there everybody, welcome to the next YouTube interview. This time I'm going to be interviewing IndieAndy.
Hi guys, it's Andy here from the IndieAndy channel where I talk about being autistic from my experiences, really just opening up the conversation about different autism topics and basically highlighting things that people may not know about autism, but also giving autistic people the tools to feel empowered and to feel like they're not different from everyone else, to really say to people on the spectrum, like, it's okay being yourself, you should be proud of who you are, and it's not something that people should be afraid of. You know, having an open and honest conversation about autism on a weekly basis. That's what I do.
Alright, first question of the interview. Why did you start YouTube?
I started YouTube really as an escape because in 2016 when I started my channel I was unemployed for 14-16 months and I wanted something to do when I was looking for work, because looking for work was just really tedious and I wanted to do something really creative, just something different, because I've been in bands and stuff, like I'm a musician on top of being a content creator. So I wanted to do something that was creative but different from the music stuff. And I've been watching YouTube for 3-4 years prior to that. I was a late bloomer into YouTube really. I didn't really find out until my fiance introduced me to the world of YouTubers and things. But I decided just one day randomly, right, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. No plan, didn't really think it through, but somehow 3 years later I'm still making content. It's obviously evolved over time, but that's how I got started on YouTube.
Was it hard trying to figure out what kind of content you wanted for your channel?
Absolutely. I didn't have a clue what I was doing with my YouTube channel. I didn't have a set plan, a niche in mind or an agenda in mind of things to talk about. Literally I just went head in first and just said, screw it, I'm just gonna do me and you know, just make stuff that I want to make. But over time, I just slowly but surely started talking about my autism and things like that, because I started to find YouTubers who were talking about the same things that I do now. They kind of inspired me to talk openly about my autism. I felt comfortable about it, you know. I randomly made an autism video, like talking about my autism, because I'd never done it before. And it was scary as heck because I always felt in myself that it was a bad thing to talk about. You know, I kind of felt I was going to get stigmatized, people were going to just bash on me because I was autistic. That's genuinely how I felt. But the thing is, everyone was really lovely about it. You know, everyone was just saying, oh, you're just a person at the end of the day. You know, maybe you do things a bit differently here or a bit differently there, but you're still a person at the end of the day. And you know, the more I started to feel comfortable with myself, the more I was able to say, do you know what, this is what I want to do. And I think that's the thing to think about when it comes to finding something to talk about. You know, you just have to experiment with different things and find something that you find comfortable to talk about, easy to talk about. It's obviously better when you're starting out if you have something in mind, but if you're unsure, experiment and just see what happens, because you never know what's going to happen until you try.
Who or what inspired...
Surprise!
Whoa! Dragons, what are you doing here? Can't you see I'm in the middle of an interview?
I don't give a crap about your interview. I have something better for us to do.
And what the hell is this idea that you had to interrupt my interview for?
Maybe you should take a video of a cat eating a mouse.
What? That's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. You interrupted my interview video for such a stupid and ridiculous idea like that? Hell no, dude. Now get out of here.
How dare you, you stupid jerk.
I am really sorry for that interruption, everybody. Alright, back to the interview with IndieAndy. Now, this next question was going to be, who or what inspired you to become a YouTuber?
I guess people like Shane Dawson, before he blew up with his docu-series. I was a massive fan of his. I still am a massive fan of his. I don't know why I said I was a fan. Never mind. But people like Shane Dawson, Daniel Howell, Amazing Phil, just all of these YouTubers that were quite popular back in the day. Some of them still are, some of them aren't. It was a mixture of different people. I was just really curious about what it takes to be a YouTuber, I guess. So, you know, seeing these people vlog their lives, talk about their lives, do different things that were funny, entertaining, it just made me feel as a person really great, seeing other people, I guess. So for me, that was kind of the inspiration behind me making a YouTube channel as well, besides the unemployment. You know, just this idea of wanting to express myself in a different way, talking and just doing that all of the time. I don't know, I guess those were the people that inspired me, and obviously we know what the what was that inspired me, so yeah.
What advice would you give to starter YouTubers?
Firstly, if you're here to make money, you know, if you're a new creator and you think, I'm gonna make a load of money off YouTube, I would just leave, because making money off YouTube, you know, even if you are like I am, like I recently got my monetization back after, you know, the rules changed in 2018. You know, you make sense, it's barely anything. So if you think, oh, I'm gonna be a massive YouTuber, you know, I would, you know, drop your expectations a little bit and be realistic. So, you know, if you want to grow on YouTube and that's what you want to do, I would definitely suggest looking at people like Nick Nimmin, Brian G. Johnson, you know, Creative Fundamentals as well, who I personally like. You know, people like that, and you know, take the lessons that they are teaching and apply them to your own YouTube channel. You know, the techniques such as understanding how tags work, how does SEO work, how to make good eye-catching thumbnails, how to write titles, you know, understanding how to promote, how to, you know, make people watch your content longer, things like that, and understanding that firstly consistency is key, but also having people watch your videos longer, but also making sure that people click on your videos initially for them to be able to watch longer is the ultimate way to grow on YouTube. You know, at the moment of recording this, I have 2.7 thousand subscribers. Yes, that's not a lot of subscribers, but a load of people are watching longer because I do make videos that are about 7 to 15 minutes long per video, and people are watching those for longer, hence why I got my monetization back. So it's really understanding that consistency is key, and you know, just putting the effort in as well, you know, making sure that you're just constantly uploading to a schedule that you can keep, you know, because I've seen many creators posting constantly and then quickly burn out after 2 to 3 months because they just can't keep up with the schedule and things. So post regularly, be consistent, but understand, you know, there's more to life than YouTube as well. You know, understanding that yes, YouTube is a great thing, it's amazing stuff, but don't let yourself get burnt out, especially if you're brand new to YouTube and you're excited for the journey. You know, understand that, you know, YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint.
What plans for YouTube do you have in the future?
Plans for the future of my YouTube channel? Just keep on making videos. Trying to make my videos better for my audience, you know, making videos for my audience, but also making videos that make me personally excited to make videos. And also thinking going forward how I can actually potentially turn YouTube into something that I'd want to do long term. You know, whether it's making videos on YouTube about being autistic or, you know, doing something in the autism field, like that is something I would truly love to be doing, you know, being out there, doing something in the field, you know, making a difference. You know, that's why I talk about my autism now and people seem to respond to it really well. It's because it makes a difference to people, whether it's a parent or whether it's an autistic person themselves, you know. So I guess my plans is really to keep on growing the YouTube channel, to be an influence, not to be bigger than everyone else, I'm not really interested in that, but to be an influence among people, I guess. So, you know, to help others, you know, reach more people and, you know, just do my bit, I guess. So those are my plans. I mean, other plans really are off platform, so you know, I want to do a merch line, I want to do this, I want to do that. So I guess I've covered my plans for YouTube really.
Are you happy with where you're at on YouTube? Do you feel like you've accomplished anything?
Am I happy with where I'm at on YouTube? Yes, but I do feel like I can grow and do a lot more. In terms of achieving stuff, I feel like I've achieved a lot personally. Like, YouTube has made me a lot more confident. I feel like my self-esteem in myself is a lot better because I'm just putting my face in a camera every single week. Nah, I mean, no one likes this face anyway. I don't even like this face. I'm so going off topic, but in terms of achieving stuff, yeah, I feel like I have. I mean, personally, like I say, I feel more confident and stuff. But in terms of my YouTube work, being on YouTube and talking about autism has allowed me, I feel, a lot more opportunities compared to other creators my size. I mean, for example, I'm an affiliate for a company that sells sensory stuff, like sensory toys and things. I'm also a content creator for the biggest autism charity in the UK, the National Autistic Society. I've done work with the people at Pablo. Like, Pablo is a children's TV show which is funded by the BBC. Like, that's a pretty cool thing, a great thing to achieve for someone who has less than 5,000 subscribers. So I guess, yeah, I have achieved a lot and I'm quite happy with what I've achieved.
What is one thing you dislike about YouTube?
Now for me, it's hard to name one thing I dislike because I have multiple things I dislike. Don't get me wrong, I love YouTube. I love making YouTube. If I didn't love making stuff on YouTube, I wouldn't be making stuff on YouTube. But generally, when it comes to YouTube, I find them to be not very transparent about their actions and what they introduce, and the things that they do introduce, such as policy changes, they're very vague and very, very open to interpretation, such as the copper thing, for example. Like, they introduced that because of the FTC, and you know, it's worrying creators because the rules of copper, you know, the Children's Online Protection Privacy Act, I believe it is. I probably got it mixed up somewhere. They're very vague in nature and very open to interpretation. We'll obviously have to see how things go when copper is introduced fully onto YouTube. But it's just things like that, you know, YouTube not being really transparent about the things that they do. And, you know, when they implement things, you know, they're not very transparent with stuff. There's obviously there are a lot of things that I find to be distasteful with YouTube, that I dislike about YouTube, but just the uncertainty and the fact that they're not really transparent is something that I definitely dislike. It's not something I like.
If you were CEO of YouTube, what changes would you make to the platform?
I think, you know, if I was the CEO of YouTube, one of the things I would love to put into place would be like a part of YouTube, a part of the website which features up-and-coming creators. You know, not up-and-coming as if they have 1 million subscribers or 500,000 subscribers or something like that. You know, I would, you know, want to see smaller creators, but I can understand from a business point of view, in terms of YouTube, that it's not really a profitable thing to do, because obviously YouTube is a business. You got to think about YouTube as if it's a business. You know, obviously they're putting ads on people's videos and they're paying people and things, you know. So from that aspect, I can understand why YouTube wouldn't do it, but it'd be nice if they did. It'd be nice if they could actually, you know, appreciate and, you know, take notice of people who are up and coming on the platform, and, you know, giving them the tools to succeed, to be successful, making YouTube a bit more transparent. And it's funny, whenever they make an announcement, you might have noticed this, but when YouTube makes an announcement, they always do it in a blog post. You know, make a video, actually make a video on your platform that you know, it's all about video content. You know, I've never understood why YouTube makes blog posts instead of videos. It's not something that I personally understand, you know, because a lot of the policies and stuff, they obviously take time to make. So instead of writing all of it down in a blog post, you know, make a video about it, and if people need more context and information, then refer them to the blog post. So if I was the CEO, I would definitely do that. You know, actually announce things properly in the way that, you know, the YouTube thing, just, you know what I'm saying. Make videos about announcements, being more transparent, having a tab somewhere on the site that is for creators, I guess. So, yeah.
Alright everybody, that is gonna be the interview. Thank you so much, Andy, for allowing me to interview you, man. It was a huge pleasure. I highly recommend that you guys go out and check out his YouTube channel. Pretty good videos on autism, I'll admit. His link will be in the description down below. In the description? Okay, yeah, description. I can't talk. Anyways, see you guys in the next interview. Goodbye, everyone.